Yeah, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Only One KDB and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we got 8 moments that were not supposed to happen at WWE Bad Blood 2024. Now my bad, I didn't tell y'all the script for Bad Blood, man. I'm sorry I missed Bad Blood. But we about to get into the video, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified when I drop another banger. Shout out to WrestleMania, man. It's been a long time, man. I think it's been a couple days, but that feels like a long time. But let's get it, man. Hope y'all boys enjoying y'all day, and we about to get to it. Let's get it.
That was odd.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. A Bad Blood featured some unforgettable moments, but as we'll see...
Oh, The Rock did return. I seen it on Instagram. Why you always raising his eyebrow?
Some unforgettable for all the wrong reason. Join us now as we look at all the moments that weren't supposed to happen at WWE Bad Blood 2024. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL.
Hey, listen, look, I'm watching WrestleMania. I'm watching the WWE.
Number 1, the table leg. A Drew McIntyre and CM Punk's Hell in a Cell match is being held as a return to form for the WWE's foreboding structure. Both wrestlers pummeled each other and bled buckets as the match ran over 30 minutes. Unfortunately, both superstars' efforts to create the illusion of violence really turned real, as during the match CM Punk grabbed a broken metal table leg and drove it down onto McIntyre's head while Drew was still laying on the mat.
What the
Regrettably,
fuck?
It wasn't a case of Punk making it look like he was blasting Drew with the unforgiving metal. It looked like Punk had actually hit Drew in the face. This blunder may have busted Drew open at that point, but regardless, McIntyre...
He hit him for real? Was that CM Punk? You went off script? Was that a part of the script or not? Was he supposed to hit him for real? Now, me personally, I would have been upset. I wonder, did Drew McIntyre get upset backstage? I wonder, like, can we see the cameras and shit from backstage and see if he got upset? That shit, I know that shit hurt, man. He busted him open for real. Pause, that sounded crazy. But let's
continue the match despite what looked to be a very painful strike. However, as McIntyre fans know, the Scottish psychopath would probably work with a broken leg himself if he had to. Considering all the insane bumps both superstars took, it wouldn't be a shocker to learn that one of both men were injured tonight. Number 2, a slippery toolbox. The violence was out during the Hell in a Cell match, with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk both taking advantage of a conveniently located toolbox under the ring. Each wrestler used tools at different times to punish each other, along with the toolbox itself. Punk decided to add some steel to his attacks when he dove off the top rope towards Drew with a toolbox. However, Punk's hands may have been slippery from sweat or blood as he dropped the toolbox. That didn't stop him from making a quick save and picking it up to attack McIntyre with it, a reminder of how a quick-thinking wrestler can salvage a bad situation.
Quick on his feet, quick on his feet.
Punk handled things remarkably well as he took corrective action without disrupting the flow of the match.
Damn, he was bleeding like that? It looked like his face covered in ketchup. There's so much goddamn blood on his face.
Handled things remarkably well as he took correct...
Shout out to Logan Paul too. I always gotta give a shout out to Logan whenever I see that Prime bottle in the middle. He a marketing genius, boy. I'm not bullshit. The Prime bottle usually be over here somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. It used to be a big ass Prime. Let's continue. Y'all watch the WWE. Y'all know what Prime bottle I'm talking about.
Action without disrupting the flow of the match. Unlike some of the blunders on our list, this one is easy to imagine happening as both wrestlers had to be soaked with sweat and blood after their intense battle. But it seems that the toolbox spot was made even worse as Drew was really banged up coming out of the Hell in a Cell match. Unfortunately, it looks like McIntyre is legitimately injured. According to PW Insider, McIntyre was legitimately busted open from the shot with the metal toolbox during the match.
Shit.
As a result of that sinister shot, McIntyre required 16 staples in his head to close up the wound. We send our best wishes for McIntyre for a speedy recovery, and we can't wait to see him back on TV. Ouch. Number 3, Drew McIntyre wrecks his back. The Hell in a Cell match's intensity...
God damn, Drew McIntyre just was fucked up the whole match. He needed all these stitches on his goddamn forehead, and he fucked his back up. Golly.
Likely made it easier for mistakes to happen because Drew and CM Punk wanted to look like they were out to seriously injure each other. Combine that with the unforgiving cage and the number of foreign objects used, and mistakes, and painful ones at that, were bound to happen. One apparent mistake was when Drew ran at Punk, who was standing near the steel steps McIntyre had brought into the ring, and Punk dodged out of the way, resulting in Drew's back landing awkwardly on the steps. While wrestlers are good at making things look more painful than they are, this bump looked incredibly painful, and it's unclear how Drew could have even protected his back when he crashed into the steps. This is either a blunder by Drew or a case of him sacrificing his body. Number 4, Nia Jax's horrible Hurricanrana. There are some things fans just can't unsee, and the sight of Nia Jax attempting a Hurricanrana on Bayley is one for the ages. Nia Jax has clearly been working hard to improve in the ring, which he should be doing since she's currently a women's champion. However, Nia Jax blundered her way through a Hurricanrana tonight, raising the question of whether she's not built for performing moves like this or merely hasn't practiced enough.
Can we see the clip?
If you watch the match closely, you'll see Bayley attempting to powerbomb Jax, as Nia went for what looked like might be a Hurricanrana, but the only problem being Jax couldn't keep her legs on Bayley to simulate her throwing her off. Furthermore, Jax didn't flip as wrestlers are supposed to when they perform the move. Bayley still sold the move like she'd been shot out of a cannon, which only added to the sheer ridiculousness of Nia's fail. While there are some big wrestlers who have defied gravity, Jax isn't at that stage and she may never be. Some fans may credit her for giving it at least a try, but it looked terrible, and the only thing about this is that no one was apparently injured. This is not the type of move someone Jax's size should be doing unless they perfected it. It's a risk to both her and her opponents. Number 5, a mistimed Samoan drop. Nia's failed Hurricanrana wasn't her only mistake. At one point it looked like the champion was going for a Samoan drop but failed to carry it out properly. It's unclear if Jax mistimed the move, Bayley was out of position, or Jax was confused about Bayley's location.
I know that's like mad embarrassing, man, to have all these eyes on you and you like butcher a move. Like, you know, the wrestling fans, they already know like what moves supposed to be like. They don't know what moves you supposed to do, but 9 times out of 10, if you're in position to do a move, they know what move is about to come. So they already know you done messed up already. Like that Hurricanrana that she tried to do, I'm pretty sure the audience knew like, oh, she was trying to do the Hurricanrana. Like, that's embarrassing, like messing up in front of everybody. Like, that's one of my worst fears, man. That's
by Bayley. Samoan drop. That was odd.
The good news is that this confusion didn't lead to Nia Jax flattening Bayley or Jax landing awkwardly and hurting herself. Now, we're sure the WWE Universe will be watching Nia's match closely to spot any other errors, once again raising the question if she deserves to be Women's Champion. Number 6, Three's a Crowd. Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan's entrance at Bad Blood fit them like a glove as Dominic drove Liv in a lowrider through Atlanta and into the State Farm Arena. Although Dominic wasn't wrestling, he still played a major role in the match due to the stipulation that he was trapped in a shark cage and suspended above the ring during Liv Morgan's match against Rhea Ripley. Having Dominic drive his main squeeze to the arena evoked memories of Eddie Guerrero driving in style to the ring in a lowrider. The only problem here was that someone moved in to cramp those two crazy kids' style, as a WWE producer could be seen signaling them when they drove into the arena. The car was stopped when a producer showed up on screen and motioned for Dominic to start driving to the ring. This might have worked for a behind-the-scenes look at a WWE production work, but it didn't belong on live TV. Then again, things could have been worse. Fans could have seen stagehands pushing the car through the arena, or even worse.
Hey Liv, I got an even better car. I got a Lamborghini, so I don't got a low ride, I got a Lambo. So you want to drive 200 miles per hour on a highway, just come get at the site now. 200 miles per hour is insane. I don't encourage that, kids. It was a joke. I don't encourage driving that fast in any car. So yeah, man, don't try that at home at all.
Watch the car stall while Dominic tried to get it running. Number 7, a shadow hangs over Liv and Dom. People who are sticklers for details might also have pointed out how the camera operator shooting Liv and Dom's entrance was visible, or more to the point, the operator's shadow. These kinds of situations may seem trivial, but when you add them up with the producer showing up on screen, it makes you question whether TKO Holdings' passion for cutting staff may come to bite them back in the ass. Number 8, Raquel Rodriguez's ruined return. That was should have been a clever way to keep the Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan.
I think that's Liv Morgan old partner, Raquel Rodriguez.
Running strong turned into a disaster. Tonight was the night Rhea Ripley would finally regain the Women's Championship from Liv Morgan thanks to Dominic Mysterio being suspended in the cage. While longtime fans know there are no guarantees in wrestling, things were looking good until Rhea's thirst for revenge led to attacking Dominic, whose efforts to escape the shark cage left him hanging from it by a cable in a very vulnerable position. Enter Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan's former tag team partner, and one of Rhea's victims during the Eradicator's heel run. Rodriguez laid out Ripley and threw her into the ring, pummeling Ripley further before placing Liv Morgan on top of her for the pin. Unfortunately, someone missed their cue as the referee called for the bell beforehand, disqualifying Liv for Raquel attacking the challenger. Raquel looked dumbfounded as she then lifted Morgan from Ripley, seemingly struggling to figure out what was next. What should have been a logical and well-timed return for Rodriguez turned into a complete fiasco, Furthermore, Liv could have gotten another tainted win over Rhea to keep their feud going, or as some fans have speculated, end their feud for now so Rhea can battle Raquel. Instead, the only thing fans are talking about is what a disaster the match's finish was. Not exactly what you want to do with one of Raw's biggest feuds. It's unclear who is to blame, as fans are already debating whether the referee called for the bell too early or whether Rodriguez forgot what she was supposed to do when she entered the ring. The referee may have seen Rodriguez and realized there was no way to ignore her presence without stretching the fans' credibility, thus calling for the bell. The end result is the WWE's plans were thrown away, and the WWE has to figure out how to salvage things come Monday. If Rodriguez was at fault, it will raise questions about whether she deserves to work in a high-profile program like this. But there you have it, folks. All the moments that weren't
Well, at least Liv Morgan won. That's all I give a damn about. But we about to get out of here, man. If y'all enjoyed that reaction video, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to The Rock. Hit me some more. You know what I'm saying? But we about to get out of here. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button so I can get put in the algorithm and shit like that. Things of that nature. And hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop another video. And yeah, I'm out of here, man.